Do you really think you'll ever get rich without understanding what stocks are and how they actually work? And if you think you already know this space, let me ask you one simple question. Why would a multi-billion-dollar giant like Apple or Amazon allow an ordinary person like you or me to own a share in their company? Does that sound normal to you, or is there something much deeper going on here? I'm James Vance, and today we're diving deep into the world of the stock market and stocks. We'll break this video down into three simple parts. First, what stocks actually are. Second, the hidden reasons why massive corporations willingly sell a piece of their power to the public. And third, exactly where and how anyone can get their hands on real shares and invest in them today. Let's start with part one. What are stocks, and how did this whole story begin? Think of a company like a giant family pizza. If the pizza is whole, it belongs entirely to the founder. But if you slice that pizza into millions of tiny pieces, every single slice becomes a stock. When you own a slice, you literally and officially own a percentage of that company's assets and future profits. But humans didn't always trade companies this way. Back in 1602, the Dutch East India Company wanted to send massive ships across dangerous oceans to trade spices. Buying ships and paying crews was outrageously expensive. And if a single ship sank, the owners went bankrupt. So, they decided to split the risk and the potential rewards. They invited everyday citizens in Amsterdam to buy small shares in their voyages. That was the exact moment the world's very first stock market was born. This brings us to part two. What do giant corporations actually gain from putting their shares up for sale? When you see Apple or Amazon selling millions of shares, they aren't doing it out of generosity. They need something massive: cash flow. Building futuristic AI, giant data centers, and global supply chains requires billions of dollars in cash right now. A company has two options: either borrow money from a bank and get crushed under heavy interest rates, or sell tiny slices of the company to millions of people through the stock market. By selling shares, the company gets a massive pile of interest-free capital to expand, conquer new markets, and crush their competitors. You give them your cash to build their empire, and in return, you get a seat at that table. Finally, part three. Where and how do you actually get stocks and invest in them? It all starts with an IPO, or initial public offering. This is the exact moment a private company decides to go public and list its shares on major exchanges like the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. In the past, buying these shares required a wealthy financial broker wearing a fancy suit, yelling on a trading floor. But today, the entire system sits right inside your pocket. All you have to do is open an account with a licensed brokerage app, deposit your funds, search for the company ticker symbol, and buy a share, or even a fraction of a share, for as little as $1, with a single tap. When you buy a share, you aren't just looking at numbers on a screen. You are anchoring your financial future to real-world global giants. That was just one drop of investing knowledge in the ocean of opportunities this channel has to offer. So make sure to subscribe.